407 years ago, our fathers brought forth, upon the music industry, a new style, conceived in African cultures and dedicated to the proposition that we shall have a plentiful selection of music genres and rap shall be appreciated as such. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether rap music negatively affects adolescents or not. Hi, I'm Gabby Frasinet. And while I might not look like your typical Chad from Theta Kappa Delta Apple Pie, I do bump some rap music in my free time. When I'm not posing to be created into a statue, that is. Rap music has become a widely popular music style that many adolescents listen to on a daily basis, and for many of them, it is their favorite genre. Does rap music cause all the negative effects we're hearing about in the media? Are all of these kids really becoming violent, overly sexual, drug-dealing potheads? It seems as though many people are worried about this, and because we don't want to cause any unnecessary restrictions, it is important to find out if rap music truly does have this effect. Before the true queens of rap music, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj that is, were around, and before rappers came straight out of Compton, the people of African tribes were creating the original rap style. Before we took them from their country, the African people were practicing something called griots. These were when the people would tell their cultural stories in a quick pace that kept a rhythm over the music of drumming beats. When we decided to take them from their home, they still made sure to take griots with them to console themselves and express their emotions when they could. Fast forward to 1973 in the Bronx, New York, and DJ Kool Herc. He and his sister would have back-to-school parties, and here he invited his friend Coke La Rock to put lyrics over his beats, which made Coke La Rock the first rapper in history. Now we have rappers such as Jaden Smith, Lil Pump, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass, and more. With these new rappers, is there a negative effect coming over the youth? First, it's important to look at the overall effects of music. For emotional responses, variables such as the way presented, age of listener, experiences, preconceived ideas can cause different reactions in different adolescents. Another factor to look at is emotional self-regulation. This term means to be able to control and regulate your emotions in response to different stimuli and events. And in this case, it happens to be listening to rap music and regulating your responses so that they are socially appropriate and not recreating what some rap music is portraying. On a survey done of people ages 17 to 21, 72% of them agreed that music affects them in some way. But it is important to note that the statement is vague. It does not have a direct correlation with rap music or negative effects. It has a broad range of interpretations. For some, the effects of rap music may include a positive self-image or boost their self-esteem. There is the appeal of the rag to riches lives that many rappers such as Drake, Eminem, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne all rap about. Many adolescents can agree with wanting to create this lifestyle improvement for themselves, and watching others create art about it is inspiring to them. I read an article that claimed hip-hop music focuses more on making money and glamorizing drugs, money, and naked girls. And while this may be true for certain rappers, it is important to note the ones whom don't engage in this style of rap. There are black rappers who rap about the struggles that black people face, and they are creating an uplift and awareness that black adolescents can really appreciate. Some of these examples of the albums include Joey Badass's All American Badass, Ab-Soul's Do What Thou Wilt, and Vic Mensa's autobiography. The next topic to look at is the effects of rap music and sex. While lyrics can cause sexually risky or dangerous behavior, rap music as a genre can't. Consider Christian rap. It is not going to cause dangerous behavior because the lyrics are nowhere close to suggesting dangerous actions, but it is still a variation of rap music. It is not the genre that leads to unsafe sex, it is the content that is occasionally in these songs. But if adolescents don't listen to the music with the sexually explicit content, this risk should be lowered. Or we can teach our adolescents how to correctly interpret and not act upon all these behaviors that are suggested to them. I found an article state that exposure to violence, sexual images, sexual stereotypes, and use of substances of abuse in music videos might produce significant changes in behaviors and attitudes of young viewers. But it also verifies that perception and the effect of music videos based on age and developmental and emotional stage of the viewer. So while it may have an effect, if the viewer has a mental state capable of interpreting and understanding what they are viewing, it is less likely that they will view this behavior as normal or appropriate. In addition to this, there's a One Hood Media Academy, and their purpose is to critique the bad things in rap lyrics and videos. By having something like this, we are helping adolescents understand to interpret what media they are intaking. But some adolescents may not be able to learn how to do this because their parents enforced primary prevention. By this, I mean that they have taken action against the problem before there is even a problem. They have blocked or not allowed their child to listen to rap music or watch the videos in hopes of reducing the possible risque sexual behavior. Primary prevention doesn't only apply to music videos and sex, but it is easily applicable here. Also, an article attempted to make a connection by saying, in two different statistics, that black adolescents are more likely to listen to rap music and more likely to initiate sex earlier on, have more sex partners, and have higher HIV and AIDS rates. While both of these statistics are true on their own, there was not a proven connection between the two. I believe the article failed to recognize that typically black adolescents attend schools with lesser education than white people, the other group in the data collected, so they experience a lower sexual education class and thus not getting the information they need to have safe sex lives. Another big fear of people in the effects of rap music is the possible connection to aggression. One article stated that rap music leads to higher verbal aggression, but that was only aggressive rap music that they had examined. So, it isn't shocking that aggressive rap music has aggressive effects. I found that social and economic factors can actually have a larger effect than the music does in violence. So, while rap is being seen as what is affecting adolescents and their violence, it is likely other factors that we need to be looking into, including socioeconomic status, affordances, education, peers, and more. Before I give you a quick story on my beginning emergence with rap music, I think it is important to talk about a definite positive impact that rap and hip-hop music are having on adolescents and people overall. Beginning in 2014, hip-hop therapy was introduced. Hip-hop therapy is being used to treat mental illnesses and cognitive disorders such as depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Ethnic minorities tend not to identify with typical talking therapy, so to have an option to do something like this that they can connect with and feel more comfortable with is crucial. Overall, I don't think that rap music is causing as many delinquent adolescents as it is being thought. Yes, it can lead to some negative causes, but there just isn't as much proof as there should be to confirm an overall negative effect of this stimuli and music genre. Instead of expecting our adolescents to not listen to this genre, we need to teach them what is appropriate behavior and what isn't. And that doesn't mean to not listen to rap music. It means to listen smartly. If you don't agree with Tyga instructing his girl on how to make it nasty, I suggest you listen to something such as Joey Badass's Land of the Free. But if you want to listen to people like Tyga, go for it. Yeah, old 21 Savage people made jokes and memes about wanting to rob their own homes, but they also knew that they were joking and didn't actually go and do this, because they have gone through the stages of morals of Kohlberg's mental development, and they know what is right and what is wrong. A genre of music isn't going to make you have negative behaviors. The way you've developed over the course of your life is going to discern how you behave. So, now that all of that was said, I've decided to give my own rap performance to show how great this genre can lift our moods. Now this is a story all about how I found rapping music, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, tell you all about how I became the queen of hip-hop. In South Silverton, born and raised at the studios where I spent most of my days, chilling out, pointing dates and all cool when I was doing some plies outside of school, with a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble on the radio. I heard one little song and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Salem." I whistled for Uber when it came near. The license plate said clout and it had money in the mirror. If I could say anything, I'd say this cab was rare, but I thought, no homes, go home to Salem. I pulled up to the house around 7 or 8 and I yelled to the Uber, "Yo home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally here to sit on my throne as the queen of hip hop.